This is a podcast. The thoughts, views, and comments are just fun. We're just having a good time. Do not take us serious. Do not get offended. And if you do get offended, we are sorry in advance because we're just having fun on the podcast and trying to make entertainment for all. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the show. Oh, welcome to another episode of Marcy Diamond's show. That's redundant. I said that wrong, didn't I? I am Ras Mixx. I got Kinshok and Marcy Diamond stepped away for a second. She'll be right back. How are you doing, Kinshok?
I'm okay. I just had a weird thought cross my head. I don't know if you remember, but do you remember when strawberries used to come in those little green baskets?
Yeah.
With and now the whole container is made out of plastic. I was like, wait a minute, what? Didn't we go backwards here?
It happens.
Sorry, that was just a random thought that hit my head.
Hello. Sorry.
Hello, how are you?
Good, and you?
I'm all right.
Also, if you're watching, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe wherever you're watching it. If you're watching us on the Twitter, make sure you pump the screen and get those hearts pumping for us. We really need it, and we're thankful for it. How are you, Marcy?
Good. I got my pizza now.
You got pizza now?
Other than that, I'm good.
All right, so let's start. We got a lot of stuff to cover tonight, so let's start right away. Let's just go ahead and just play this right now and discuss.
There's no sound. Right. There's no sound.
What you say? There's no sound?
Right.
No.
Just hold on. Oh my God, this is a good story. What I do wrong? Talk so much yourself real quick.
What kind of pizza you got?
The best pizza ever, in my opinion. It's Detroit Motor City Pizza, and it only sold at Walmart, and it's thick as hell. It's like Pieology if you go in Las Vegas. You ever been there?
No.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go. Sorry about that,
Do you
everyone.
believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
Okay, I can't ask when you think this occurred. If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
Do you believe our government?
So they finally admitted, after many years, they have bodies of aliens.
Wow.
Why you shaking your head? No.
You ever been meeting and somebody you're having an intense conversation and all of a sudden somebody says squirrel and everybody looks out the window? That's what I feel like this is.
Okay, everything is a distraction. They something's going on, but they admit we got aliens.
I know what they're trying to distract me from.
Okay, here's the thing. People say they're distracting us. Okay, we'll find out what distracting. What you gonna do about it?
Yeah, right.
There's not much you can do.
There's nothing I can do except pay attention to what they don't want me looking at. I can follow what they don't want me looking at if I can figure out what it is they don't want me looking at.
Jason Aldean. They don't want you looking at that.
He don't want you looking at him either.
Right.
No, but they finally feel that they can let the public know that there have been aliens come to Earth and they have the bodies. That's some people have known for years, or people thought and talked about, but people look at you funny when you say it. So now it's official. They have it. Are they talking about what's the one? Not Waco. What's the main one in New Mexico?
Roswell.
Roswell.
Yeah, Roswell.
Are they confirming Roswell? This is huge.
I got my own conspiracy theory that just popped into my head.
What is it?
I think they said this because of all of the talk about AI. Because now, if they generate these images, how will we know? How will we know that AI didn't generate the images?
Well, there's a lot of tails in AI. You look at the background, something's always in a blur. Look at the hands; they can't do hands right at all. The hands are always messed up.
But
There's little tails in AI.
yeah, but that's if you know what to look for. The general public is not going to know to look for that. The general public is just going to believe what is presented to them. I okay, I'm gonna just sit over here and be quiet because
No, what
I'm,
you're saying,
I'm in my own little conspiracy world now.
Have you heard about the IG model that's completely AI? She has her own page and shitloads of followers, and it's a computer generated girl.
Yeah, who's the guy who's probably running it? He's probably just sitting back like, I can't believe I'm rich off of this. He probably can't believe he's probably still in shock. Like, yo, wake up, look at his bank, like, yo, I can't believe I'm getting paid off having a fake girl.
Yeah, but the other thing that's going on is the TikTok trend where people are pretending to be NPCs or pretending to be AI. I'm like, wait, what? Life is imitating.
Look, the one girl was doing is getting paid off of it. Everybody saw it now, and everybody's on their live doing the same thing. There's nothing original on TikTok. You do a video, 5 people do it right after you. So it's crazy.
I get that, but what is the point of that?
Men pay for stuff like that. Men pay for everything a woman does. You could do anything, a man will pay for it. That's just the bottom. That's just the truth to it. What's up, Rod? If you get on a video and just go boop 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 for an hour, people will pay you big money just to see you do that. Men to be in there giving you money. I love it.
They say there's something about people feeling like they can control. Yours is in the oven. Okay. Feeling like they can control other people, and there's something they love about that. So that's why people just throw up a heart, and then she goes, "Oh, heart, thank you," or whatever she says. Picker popper.
Yeah. Oh, I smell the roses. Roses smell good. So the guys are just sending her the gifts, and then knowing that probably each gift is like $1 each.
Yep.
So, they're getting back to back to back to back to back to back. So
She just keeps doing it.
I no longer feel bad about owning 13 pairs of D&D dice now. Because at least I have something tangible. I wasted my money, but at least I have something tangible. Look, in my hand at the end of the day.
Hobby, you spend money on what you spend money because everybody spends some money on
this. Is true, but I mean that's why I don't understand it. I'm not judging it. I'm just saying I don't understand it. I wouldn't do it, and I don't do it, and that's why I don't do it. Is because at the end of the day, I want to have something like sitting on the counter or that I can hang on the wall or something like that. I paid you $40. Okay, I paid you $49.99 for a 13-inch, action figure, but I got the action figure.
Yep.
But again, that just goes into, like I always say, you can do anything and the man to pay for it. Like that's what you're into. Somebody else will probably see it like, wow, you got 13 dice. Wow, you're amazing. They probably think you're the greatest person on earth. Like, wow, how'd you get,
D&D people would judge me and be like, amateur. But Marcy's right that people do get like some kind of sense of pleasure from thinking that they are controlling that person. So like their reaction to, like sending hearts and thumbs up and all that stuff, that person that's their tangible thing. That's what they're getting out of it.
Yep.
So
that makes it even more sick then. You know what I'm saying? I knew it wasn't something, I knew it was something like that, but it's like the fact that they just want to control it makes it even more sick to it.
I don't necessarily know that it's not necessarily control, but it's an interaction. That might be the only interaction that somebody has. She reacted to me. I sent her a heart. She reacted to me. That was for me. I'm like, okay, go out, make a friend, buy a cat, get a dog.
Go out and touch grass.
That's okay, do something. I mean, even I'm not that lonely, but I get it. Some people don't know how to make those connections, and that's a connection for them. And they're willing to pay top dollar for it.
Yep, true.
I don't know. Could you do it? If they said, yo, Kinshok, we need you to do this for 1 hour, you're going to get $5,000, would you do it? Not even an hour. Can you do this for a half hour? We'll give you $5,000. Make us proud.
I'd
You
figure
don't.
out a
You
way
don't.
to. I'd figure out a way to figure that one out. That one, that one I would do.
You don't have to be perfect. Just sit there and go, "Ooh, roses smell good." That's all you got to do.
I really think I could pull off being an NPC for 30 minutes. Yeah, I think I could do that. Yeah, I'd sell that. I'd sell that one out.
Finally, we got you to admit that you have a price for something. I think that's the first time we admit to get you to admit that, because you never admit your price. No, I would never do that. That's what you say.
Yeah,
No,
because for the most part, I wouldn't. But that, having watched it and having watched how bad some people are at it, I could figure out. I play a lot of video games. I see a lot of NPCs, so I think I could figure that out for half an
What
hour.
are you calling it? MGC?
N as in Nancy, P as in Paul, C as in character. It stands for non-playable character.
Oh, really?
It's like
Wow.
if you're in a video game and you go to a merchant, the merchant is the NPC.
Oh.
Because you can't interact with it any way other than buying stuff from them. You can't play them, you can't move them around. They're just there, and they have one function, and that's to sell you stuff.
I see.
A lot of gaming jargon.
Yeah, I never game, so I don't know all that.
That hurts my soul when you say things like that, Marcy. I'm serious.
You never game.
I don't have the patience, and if I lose, it makes me want to cry.
Yeah, that's why I play. That's why I play RPGs. So there's nothing to lose. I mean, you die, but
she doesn't play. She doesn't play games. You don't watch porn. Hysterical. All right. So speaking of making money the bogus way, Bow Wow is being sued. Bow Wow is reportedly being sued for stealing money from a 10-year-old. The young artist paid Bow Wow $15,000 for a feature. Who's paying? Okay, never mind. Which he never completed, but accepted the money. Court documents claim that Bow Wow was sent $3,000 through Cash App. Now the father of the 10-year-old is suing for $15,000. Why can't Bow Wow just chill?
Why does a 10-year-old have $3,000?
Well, his dad. He's probably a young YouTuber who was trying to make something, and his dad's pushing him probably too much, and let's get Bow Wow to be on a song with you, and let's pay him $15,000. What type of verse was he expecting from Bow Wow in 2023 though? That's what I'm asking.
What kind of verse in 2023? That's so funny.
Like if this was like early 2000s, hell yeah, you want Bow Wow on the song. He was the hottest thing out there. But now he's like 40.
Right, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gotta be at least 40. He wasn't too much younger than I am. Kinshok, what are you doing? What are your thoughts?
I don't know.
Oh wow, he's 36. My bad.
Maybe he thought he could come up with something that was relevant, and when he sat down to try to write it, he couldn't. And rather than embarrass himself and return the money, he just ghosted the kid. I don't know. I have no idea. Why would you even take the contract? I mean,
yep.
There probably wasn't a contract. They probably just sent him some money, and Bow was like, "Yikes, I got it." Now what? What you gonna do? It happens all the time.
I find it hard to believe he's that busy though that he couldn't get something done. I
think he just had nothing relevant to do. I mean, he doesn't know necessarily what the music scene is now or how to be relevant in it, and so he just took the kids' money or
thanks for the comments, Steven.
That family's money and moved on. I don't know.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Bow Wow's he's born on March 9th, 1987. He's born a week after me. Some years later though, but
wow.
I thought he was older. He's 36.
Wow.
Born in 1987.
Oh, that's good you said that, because now I know how old my daughter is.
Oh, geez. Well, all right.
I didn't feel like doing the math, but she was born in 87 too, so.
You had to think about how old your daughter was?
Yeah. I got into a discussion about that, but that's irrelevant to this conversation. But I don't know.
Well, hopefully the poor little kid gets his money back.
Adidas shirt, sweet. I was just watching your YouTube videos. Thanks again for the comment, Steven. If you're watching, make sure you comment. Let us know where you're watching at and all that good stuff. Make sure you share the stream. We're going to be live, so share the stream.
Yeah.
Wait, but did we finish the aliens conversation? You got sidetracked. So how do y'all feel about aliens are real and they're on Earth?
I've never believed in it.
You still don't believe in it?
I've never, because this is how I feel. This is how I feel. If your car breaks down, you see people on the side of the highway with a car broke down, changing a tire. They're doing all kinds of stuff. And you see it everywhere. A car with the flashers on, something's not right, they got a problem. How come you've never seen an alien on the side of the road crashed? Why is it only the government happens upon those scenes? Why?
I can explain to you.
It's never us. It's never an alien crashed while you were driving and there he is on the side of the road and you can see proof of it. I've never ever seen proof of it.
There was just one recently, I forget, it was either New York, I think it was, where a plane, something crashed and people were freaking out. Like the police were all freaking out about it. They were all trying to get pictures of it. This guy said it was in his backyard. And
I remember that.
Yeah, they hid they kept the cam, the chest cam of the police officer. They only show him going up to the fence and opening it. They don't show him what's in there. So people are seeing stuff. It's just that they know when it's coming because, they track everything flying in and out the atmosphere. So if they see something coming and it's going to crash in the United States, they waiting on it. So it's, they there first and blocking traffic and let people know it was an accident, a truck's overturned or give you some excuse and they getting it up out of there. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I've always believed that there was something else out there. If you go out in the country and look in the sky, you'll see stuff flying back and forth. Those ain't planes all the time. When I went camping up north in Wisconsin, I stood there and just looked at the sky, and it was like stuff flying this way, stuff flying that way. We not near no airports, and those all ain't meteorites coming crashing. No, it was one came, got really, really bright, and just flew away. I'm like, oh yeah, it's aliens because nothing else flies like that.
But why don't we see proof? How come they don't want to come down and talk to everybody and?
Because we are the ghetto of the universe. That's why. If you get sidetracked by Earth, their AAA doesn't want to come get you. That's like if your car breaks down in the hood, AAA is like, you got to meet us like 5 blocks outside of that neighborhood. So you better get to pushing. So, but I believe that we aren't the only things. Okay, if you believe in a higher power, if you believe in God, you can't believe we're the best he came up with or that we're all he came up with. There had to be like some test dummies or something somewhere, right?
Right.
Like he put something on Mars and said, okay, let's see what this does. And he put something on Jupiter and said, let's see what this does. I think it's a Jupiter or Saturn. I can't remember. It's one of those two. It rains diamonds. I want to go there. That's where I want to go.
So that first diamond falls on your head and you
No, it's like our raindrops, but it's diamonds. It's not. They're not like boulders. It's like raindrops, but it's diamonds. And I can't remember. It's one of those two. But anyway, I believe that because we are one, solar system within a universe, within multiple universe, we're it. You honestly believe, you have the arrogance to believe that if God created us, he didn't create anything else. He created all those stars and planets just to leave them empty.
But if there is aliens, do you start to question God?
No.
But what if the aliens come down like we believe in this and this is what we've seen, and would you start to question stuff?
No, because I believe what I believe. They can believe what they. I don't believe the same thing as Hindu people. But I'm not questioning Hindu people. You believe what you believe.
What if they give you proof? Like solid proof. Like watch this video. This is what happens when a planet is formed and people come.
And I'll say, well, I'm glad you believe that, but I choose to,
They showing you. They showing you what happens.
But I can say I choose to hold on to my beliefs. I don't have to believe what they believe, even if they show me rock solid proof. If they showed me Jesus Christ coming down out of the heavens and making a planet, I don't have to believe that. I don't have to believe that. I can hold fast to what I believe, because if that's going to shake what I believe, then I didn't believe what I said I believed in the first place.
It's not shaking. You're just seeing the real story.
No, I'm seeing what they believe is the real
No,
story.
I'm saying they're showing you solid proof that this is what's going on.
But that doesn't mean that that is the God that I believe in. That's the God they believe in.
It's not God. It's not. They're showing you how it's created and how things happen.
They're
The
showing
secret. They show you the
that,
secret to
that's
life.
what they believe.
I
don't see how would you consider that proof? How would they show me rock solid proof of that?
I don't know. They're aliens. There's no telling what they can show you.
So they can that is what they choose to believe, and that's what I would have to believe if I'm going to say I believe in anything at all. Because if I'm just going to change what I believe based on what I see from something that somebody else tells me is true, then I didn't believe what I thought I believed in the first place.
So no matter what, even if you had solid proof, you'll still just believe what you believe.
I don't, maybe it's my puny little brain, but I don't understand what they could possibly show me.
They can show
other than what they believe.
No, they're showing you proof. I didn't say what they believe. They're showing you proof how planets are created.
How do I know it's proof though?
Because you're watching it. They're showing you how it happens.
Okay, I watch YouTube videos all day long. That doesn't mean they're all true.
They're not true because we don't know.
Marcy, you want to break this up, please? Because this is going around and around in circles.
If Jesus came down and you had a video of it, it could be an alien disguised as Jesus. With insane technology to make you think it's him. So you never know.
That's what I'm saying. Until we get to the other side, we won't know.
You just never know.
And I might get to the other side and find out I was wrong.
I think a lot of people get to the other side and they realize that they're wrong. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general.
A lot of them are from Texas too.
A lot of them are from Texas.
All right. So here's a little bit of controversy that happened.
From Texas.
That just happened before we went live. So Ice Spice released a new video and it had this girl in it.
Aya Tanjali.
Yeah, she's 16 years old from Austin, Texas. And she had the girl in there twerking on tables. I hate having that up because she's 16, but let me take this down.
I would beat her ass if I was her dad.
Like, what is going on? Why is twerking so prevalent still? Like, when is twerking going to die out?
Yeah.
Like, people are going overboard with the twerking in weird places. There was a video of some women who went to Africa and where the slave ship picked up the black people in Africa, and they were twerking at the location. Like, said twerking for their ancestors. I was like, really? You go there and shake your ass? Is that that's what you think is the thing to do?
Wow.
Kinshok, how do you feel about 16-year-olds in music videos twerking?
I'm probably gonna get cursed out by both of y'all for this. But I think at 16, with her parents' permission, being told what she was going to be doing, as long as nobody is touching her, I would have a problem with it as a parent, but if a parent gives permission, I don't see why that's that big of an issue. But if people are touching her or all up on her or something, because I mean, Britney Spears was what, 15, 16 when she came out, and she running around in her little mini skirts and all this, that talking about, ooh, baby, baby, so I don't see why you would need to use a 16-year-old, but if this person wanted that opportunity, then, and her parents gave permission for it, I don't see why it's horrific. because what they're trying to do is draw people in. I get that. So, but because imagine the same thoughts are going through men's heads as she walks to school every day.
But she's on a bar, which she doesn't belong in a bar. And
okay, well, I didn't see the video, so I don't know.
Here's the clip. Here it is. This is a bar with her on
I can't tell what that is. I mean,
nothing about this seems right though. She's in it's a bar. They got drinks in their hand.
The fact that she has braces kind of screws the picture up.
That's a little girl on a bar twerking for a video.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. It's a little girl, but
okay, at what point is too much? Is too much? I mean, at what point does it become too much? If she was 18, I wouldn't say a word about it. Okay, you're 18.
So what's the difference in those 2 years?
A lot. It means nothing but the fact that she's still in high school
and one is
graduated or about to graduate.
Legal. Right. One's legal, one's not.
No, because in some states it is legal at 16. You can be involved with a 16-year-old. They have the right to give consent.
Listen, most normal men. I'm gonna say normal men.
You're muted, Marcy.
I'll teach you.
She's talking on screen.
Yeah, my goddamn dog keeps barking, so I told my son to stick him in the room.
For most normal men, I'm gonna say this: they don't want to see a 16-year-old. Get her away from me.
I disagree with that. I used to go to school across the street from a biker bar, and
well, that should have been. They should have shut that place down if they were coming outside talking to the schoolgirls.
They weren't coming outside. They never said anything to us. But at 2:45, when we got out of school, they was lined up out front to watch us get on the bus.
Yeah, they should have shut that shit down. I mean, you even say you was dating a 50-year-old. So where did he come? I mean, like, it's too much.
But that's my fault.
It's not your fault.
Yes, it is. Because I could have told that. I could have went home and told my daddy, this old man tried to talk to me. And my daddy would have chased that old man down and told him what not to do to his daughter again.
Yeah, but
or what not to say to his daughter again. But I didn't do that.
Yeah, because you were young and didn't know better.
No, I knew better.
Obviously, you didn't. If you were with a senior citizen at that age. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call 50-year-olds senior citizens, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, okay, because I was about to get offended. But no,
like it's not about.
We can discuss the reasons why that happened another time. But there was reasons why that happened. It wasn't totally that man's fault. So, but
yes, it was. As a grown man, you have to walk away no matter what.
I guess you're saying the onus, I guess you say, falls on the man, falls on the older person.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I say. Because I won't even talk to a 30-year-old. Like, no, get away. You're too young.
Have you met recent 30-year-olds?
I mean, I had worse luck with 50-something-year-olds, so the 30-year-old might be the way to go. So
yeah, right.
You know, I got catfished by an older woman, so you know what I'm saying. So who knows? That's a story for me. I'm not gonna get into that story right now. It's still
you don't have to. You don't have to. But was it recently?
Yeah, it was recently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, blew my mind. All right, so y'all ready to get canceled? Let's talk about something that's gonna get us canceled. Are y'all ready?
3, 2, 1.
Play. I get the video going. I thought talk so much yourself.
I'm wondering what could possibly get us canceled. That's what I'm wondering.
Okay, after everything we've said on this show.
All right, well, let's give our thoughts on this video.
This is what I mean when the transphobia just comes out, the audacity and just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods. You don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person. But as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you, so you can't gatekeep it. Like, hello?
What?
Okay,
That
thank
makes
you.
no sense.
Okay, we
That
heard
makes
the same
absolutely
thing.
no sense.
Y'all can't gatekeep periods. I
We
can't say
don't
too
want
much
to.
because
We
I'm
don't
in.
Here,
want to. We would love to visit
if
them
you
on
would like a
everybody else.
period, exactly. If you would like a period, make your body have one. Then go
Okay.
for it.
If you want a period, trust me, I will send my subscription in the mail to you tomorrow.
Go for it. I'm not gatekeeping shit.
You know what? Oh, you know what? I got an idea. And I'm Marcy, please don't hate me, but I'm a person who did not experience cramps when I had periods, but I
I
ain't got to
barely
worry
have
about
them either. I barely have them either.
I ain't got to worry about none of that no more. So hey, yay me. But we should send each and every one of these people who agree with that person one of those
These people.
period simulators. But they're not a person.
I was joking. You know, as people say, who's these people? You know, that type of
Yeah,
thing. Go ahead.
People
I've
who
heard that.
agree with this YouTuber or wherever this platform was, TikTok, whatever, whoever agrees with this person, we should send them one of those period simulators, and you have to
Yeah.
put it on every 28 days, and you have to wear it for 7 days straight, and you have to get those cramps like every 5 minutes, and you have to sit there balled up wishing for Ben and Jerry's. You know,
It's so stupid because it's like saying you can't gatekeep having balls, Ross. You can't. So don't try it. What?
This is not my argument. My thoughts are, I was like, I don't, of all things, why do y'all want periods? I was like, I understand that you feel you're a woman, and I'm sorry if it comes off as callous, but I'm not a transphobe. I'm somewhat an ally, somewhat. So I just want to say, why do you want that?
yeah, this is why you can't be an ally, is because they say, trans women say things like this. We're not gatekeeping anything. We
It's
would
canceling
be
us out. It cancels us out. It's trying to X us out, and it's not cool. You can be trans all you want. In your space, you're trans. In our space, we're women. We're whatever you want to call us, cis women, whatever. Allow us our space. You got your space. Why do you always have to try to cancel us out?
So you saying they need separate places? You
Nope.
want to separate?
Yeah, they're trans women. They deserve their space. As a trans woman, I deserve my space as a woman, and I don't need to be told that I can't and don't really deserve a period. I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
no, I agree. We don't deserve periods. We don't we don't deserve them. I didn't bite that fruit. It wasn't an apple. I didn't bite that fruit. I don't deserve periods. Why didn't you just take that out on her? She did that. Why didn't
And
she have to
and
be
to
the only
clarify, we're not talking about all trans women. We're just talking about that one trans woman who said this.
exactly. Exactly.
Like,
And people and people that agree with that trans woman.
Right.
That's because there are people that agree with that person, and I'm just not with that. We didn't ask for that. When you was 12 years old and you woke up and all of a sudden you was bleeding from someplace you wasn't bleeding from the day before, did you want that? We're not gatekeeping it. It happened to us. We
Yep.
don't own periods. We didn't ask for them. Can we give them back? Is there a refund policy? Can I turn it back in?
Yep. I didn't like it.
You got to wait like 45 years before you can get rid of it.
And
That's
give it
not
back.
fair.
Right.
We're not gatekeeping anything. Can you get is there like a place I can like add that person?
I'm pretty sure you can. I'll get you the information. I mean,
Because I don't understand. That I don't understand. You're mad at cis women. I don't even know what cis stands for.
I
Um
I'm not a fan of the
I
term.
assume it means straight in some kind of way. But you're
Yeah.
mad at cis women because they have periods. We didn't ask for them. We don't want them. We'd give them back in a heartbeat. You wouldn't take them if you could. So what exactly is the point of that? I don't get
Well,
it.
I don't feel like I need to be called a cis woman either. You're a transgender woman, so we're already differentiating, and I'm a woman.
basically, she's trying to say that trans men have periods too, but what's the common denominator in that?
I don't know. What is it?
This is what trans man who was born
Oh, gotcha.
a
Yep.
woman, but now transitions to a man,
Gotcha.
have periods, but
Yeah.
they were born a woman, so of
Right.
course they're going to have periods.
Exactly.
But it's not my argument. Men are stepping back. This has been a big debate on social media, and men are stepping back. Like, look, this is y'all between y'all, because we say anything, we get, accused of being stuff by both sides. So we just step back and just let y'all have at it. Let y'all have at it. Because speaking of which, someone did speak out, Jess Hilarious, and here's what she said.
Who the fuck is gonna stand up for us? Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We're the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We're the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never, ever get. You'll never be that.
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah, I mean, she could have worded it a little softer, but I guess Kinshok got canceled. Let's see if she comes back.
Yeah, I think she's a little bit harsh on that. I wouldn't need all the cuss words because I don't feel like anger towards them, so I don't have anger like that. But I don't know why she's so angry about it.
I mean, and people are upset about it. And the funny thing about it is the people coming at her are calling her a man. Like, so you're insulting her, but calling her what you know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
You're calling her a transgender when you're a transgender. How's that an insult? I never understood that. Like, whenever a man says something, even if he's out of line or not, they say, well, you're gay. I'm like, well, you're gay. You're calling me gay. It's supposed to be an insult to me when you're gay? How's that?
Right.
How's that
I feel
work?
like when you're too angry too, you lose people, and then you start looking like what they're calling you. It's like when someone says you're crazy, and you go, "No, I'm not. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy." You end up you're being crazy. So because you're trying to defend against, you create what you defend against, and she's trying to defend against what someone says, and she's creating like a look for herself, like you don't like them and you hate them. I don't know. It just looks like it to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of see what's going on with Kinshok. It's nuts. Like I said, this has been the big debate, and people are really going in, and then somebody said that women don't stand by, women aren't allies to the transgenders. I was like, you crazy? They're the biggest supporters y'all got.
Yeah.
How y'all gonna go against women?
Yeah. Right. What is happening?
So are women the big enemy now in this? Are y'all the ones going against them, or it's nuts to me? I said, I'm just sitting back eating popcorn and watching.
There was some lady the other day that got on a stage at some rally. I was a pro. I don't know. It was during the month when they had Pride. And she said that if you see, or it was, I forget what it was, but she said, if you see a TERF, which stands for, what does TERF stand for? I can't look it up because I don't have my other phone.
Hold on one second. Keep talking. I'll look it up. I'll let you know.
Extreme something feminist. That you should punch him in the face. And I was like, wow. So you can't believe.
It says a person whose views on gender identity are considered to be hostile to transgender people who are opposed to social and political policies designed to be inclusive of transgender people.
I think we should be inclusive of them. I'm not a TERF. I'm not someone I'm not even a feminist. But anyway, I just don't think you should go around punching people in the face. And she was calling for people, if you meet one, to punch him in the face. I was like, wow.
Well, I mean, that's the problem. People like to get too extreme. Is there's no middle ground. Everybody's either far this, or far that, and it's like,
Yeah.
That's how things get messy because telling these people to post. You don't. What if you post somebody, you punch somebody, get your ass kicked? Now you feel dumb for trying to listen to somebody. You punch somebody in and put you to sleep on the concrete.
Just because you have a different belief. Like if you don't believe something somebody believes in, why is that so bad to have a different belief and be so radical about it to say you should punch them in the face? That's just crazy.
And it's just like when Trump became president and people was like trying to tough talk like Trump. I'm like, look, he has security. You don't.
True.
You're not, and police won't get here fast enough for you. So watch your mouth and keep it moving.
Yeah.
There's all that tough talk online they do. And I was like, dog, I can find you easily. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
Mm-hmm. That is
Kinshok, you okay over there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My internet just decided to take a deep dive into sleep. I don't know what happened.
Did you see the Jess Hilarious video? That's what she said.
No.
You got to play it again.
I will play it again. Hold on 1 second.
Fuck is gonna stand up for us? Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never, ever get. You'll never be that. The fuck is gonna...
All right, what are your thoughts? She was kind of harsh with it, you know what I'm saying? I admit.
I don't see there being a common ground. I really
Right.
don't. I want there to be a common ground, but I understand now, thanks to my son, there is a difference. There's a physical difference because they go through puberty as males. And that's why they have to take so many hormones and have so many surgeries. Like they have to have their faces reconstructed to have feminine features because that's not what they went through puberty to develop. And I understand that yes, their brains see themselves as women, and I want to accept that. But you can't walk onto the field and say we're taking more than 50%, and we're going to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing for things that you don't necessarily have a right to. I don't think I would be comfortable with a trans person in my changing room if they had not had surgery. I don't think I would be comfortable with that. And I don't think that that's wrong. I don't think that they should be forced to be in the other changing room. I think that there should be spaces for them.
Exactly.
But I don't think that they should be in my space if they have not had surgery. If they've had surgery, I think I need to shut up at that point because it's like, okay, there's nothing intimidating here.
Okay, but most trans people would tell you, why are you so concerned what's in my pants?
Because you're showing it to me in the locker room. That's why I'm concerned with because it's not in your pants. If it was in your pants, I wouldn't say anything. I have nothing to say. If
When
you're at a restaurant
in front of men, that's not something women want to do, and they don't.
I can also understand their point of view. They're like, I'm not going to get excited being around you because I'm not attracted to you. That's not the point. There's male genitalia in a space that's supposed to be for female genitalia. That's the problem. And I believe that they should have their own spaces. I'm not saying that they should just be excluded. Build a third locker room. I don't know how you designate that, because then you got a whole nother fight on your hands, but let them have that fight because that's their fight. My fight is getting your male genitalia out of my locker room.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yep.
And while you may feel like a woman from the waist up, from the waist down, you're not.
Yep.
That's
Your
what
brain.
that's the big controversy. Well, I mean, it's died down some because a lot of places do have where they just let them use the women's restroom and things of that nature, and there hasn't been many incidents of something happening from a trans person attacking a woman or anything like that. But I get what you're saying. I mean, everybody has their thoughts. That's not my fight to make. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm also not doubting that they're true to what they believe. I'm not saying to them, I don't believe you when you tell me you're a woman.
You what?
I'm not saying that I don't believe you, but it's obvious at this point you're not. And I know that surgery is expensive, so sorry, I don't know what to tell you, but I don't want that where I have to change clothes.
They would
Right.
call you they would call you a turf for that comment.
Well, call me whatever you want to keep your male genitalia out of my changing room. But I believe that on the opposite side too. Keep your female genitalia out of the male changing room. I'm not differentiating. Both of those need to get out.
I think men would be more open to it, to a trans
Um,
man in the locker room.
But that could be dangerous for the trans man.
No, they're not gonna jump on. Nobody's really looking in the locker room. They're not looking at
I
each
would
other.
like to hope so, but
I want to believe that, but then how come you having people in the jail getting pregnant or
Oh, that's jail.
right,
That's a
right,
big
but
difference.
still it's a space where you have someone with male genitalia, and I heard this one, I don't know whether to say a man or a woman, someone with male genitalia raped a woman in a woman's prison. So if that was just such a great idea, those things would never happen.
Well, typically what happens is they'll put them in with the women, the transgender, and what happens is I've heard tales where the transgender was. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. Talk so much.
I just think if it was such a great idea, you wouldn't have any issues. I don't think that's a good idea either. They need a whole separate space for themselves in jail.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
Okay,
But
sorry about that. My thought is that I'm sorry that sometimes the transgender person is attacked because they do have that, and they do get forced to do things they really don't want to do. That's how you have inmates getting pregnant because they're in there. That's happened. So it's a slippery slope. I mean,
but the argument is that you can't rape a man, and I know that not be true.
I just had this discussion with my girl last night about raping the men. So I laughed. Yeah. She's watching. She's probably laughing right now too. So I mean, but it's messy. It's a messy situation. Everybody's too extreme to listen to the other side. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all women can come to a compromise about this. Stop gatekeeping periods.
I don't ever see that happening. I really don't. Because that woman was adamant, and there was nothing that was going to change that woman's mind.
I mean, but of all the hills to die on, why are you dying on the hill of wanting the period? I don't want.
Yeah, right.
And that's what makes, and that gives people ammunition to make them say they crazy because you're wanting a period.
Yeah,
but that's not what her point was. Her point was she felt like she was being challenged as a real woman. And that's what she was. That's where her emotion was coming from. Don't challenge me because what she said at the end, we give birth to you. We give birth to you. Okay, so you give birth to us. So what? You know, if men could go through childbirth, they would, but they can't. So
They'd all be lining up to have babies.
yeah, right. They would. They wouldn't even be lining up to have periods. So come on.
Right.
I mean,
The
who
only
wants a
thing
kid?
they'd be lining up for is boobs. They'd be in that line.
Yeah,
They'd
for
be in
boobs.
the
I got
line
man
for
boobs. I don't want that. Take these motherfuckers off. I don't want man. I don't want
No,
boobs no more.
not man boobs. Women boobs. If you got women boobs, y'all would all
Take
be
them
in
off.
that line.
Nah, I would not. I don't want big boobs in my chest. I don't want these man boobs I got. All right, before we get out, we got this one last thing to talk about.
On Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone during the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department, and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carly as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carly, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers. We have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed. There was no kid.
She faked the whole kidnapping. If you're not familiar, it's Carly Russell, who called a family member and said, there's a baby on the side of the road, and I'm going to go check on it. She called the police, called 911, says the baby on the side of the road. I'm going to go check on the baby in a diaper, and that's it. And when she called the family member was listening on the phone as she got the car, was talking to the baby, supposedly, and heard a scream and then heard nothing else. And then she was gone for 48 hours and just came home like, I'm home. And a lot of people was calling like, this don't sound right. This sound kind of sketchy. But people were, standing up and yelling, y'all got to believe everything, believe black women. I do believe black women, but I believed the story at first. Until she just came home, was like, all right, I'm home. Like, oh, wait a minute. They don't just let you go.
Oh, so you did believe it. I kind of thought you was being like,
it sound kind of sketchy, but at the same time, like, she's gone. She's nowhere to be found. I'm giving more time. I'm not going to make an assumption. I thought it was real, honestly. The way people were talking about it in the think pieces.
Yeah.
Kind of find out she's just chilling in the hotel.
you gave her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, basically.
I went like the total conspiracy theory. I was like, that sounds like some ghost stuff or some alien abduction stuff. Because there are dark roads where you can see like people on the side of the road or something. And sometimes there's people that have died there or whatever. But I didn't realize that she was like on a main highway. There was tons of cars. There was no way there was a baby walking down the road. Because that's not what came out at first. When you first sent this to me, that's not what had been shown. So I was like, oh, she was like on a deserted road and she saw
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And maybe that baby died there or something. And, she got lost in the woods or maybe she got abducted by aliens. So I guess I do believe in aliens. But then the next day, it was all this other garbage that came out. I was like, are they just trying to trash her? Or then when she came home and she was like, hi, Mom, hi, Dad. I was like, oh, she lied.
That's what I said. She lying. Because you just don't get away from, whatever, 48 hours later and had to come home and and have a birthday party the next week.
No description. She couldn't recall anything.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her because something led you to feel like that was something you needed to do, whether you're needing attention or it was a cry for help or something.
She's trying to get
And
attention of her boyfriend.
is that what it was?
Yeah.
Wow. And then
That's the story says, allegedly.
he broke
Allegedly.
up with her, it looks like, right?
Yeah. You do something that crazy. Oh no, we done. We have nothing else to talk about. You faking it. You fake abduction?
Mm-hmm.
Had the whole country going crazy trying to find you? And you just chilling in a hotel somewhere? Nah. I can't trust you ever again.
Yeah, that is. Then you would.
And she also should have to pay for all of the state resources that were used in looking for her.
She might have to go to
truly
jail.
believe that. Putting her in jail is not going to give her the ability to make money to pay them back. So put her on probation, put some severe rules on her.
That's
but
what
don't lock her up.
Yeah, jail doesn't work. She needs to be working.
Because there was no reason for this. If you want attention from your boyfriend, you punch him in the back of the head and you say, "Hey, pay attention."
See, that's how you end up single.
I meant, well, okay, push him in the back of the head. Or like with you, pull one of your dreads and say, "Hey, I need some attention." Not like you trying to pull it out of your head, just, hey, I need some attention. Poke you in the shoulder. Hey, I need some attention. Can we go get some tacos? Something like that. You don't fake a whole kidnapping and have a whole state, because I'm sorry to say this, they are never going to look for one of us again. They are never going to look for, maybe just in that state, but they are never going to look for us ever again. And they wasn't really looking for us before, but they put a lot of resources into looking for this girl.
A lot. I think the police knew after a while that this was a hoax, because they had the videos of the highway and they said, like, wait a minute, this don't make sense. And they said they tracked the phones, and they said that she was moving 600 yards while following the baby. Like, yeah, it's not right at all. So you saying she's gonna get probation? It's Alabama. I think they're gonna give her some time, just to set an example. We don't play that.
But I think that's wrong, because she can't go to work if she's in jail.
They leave her like 30 days or something like that, and then they she had to pay it all back afterward.
I just feel like she's mental, so jail isn't really going to help her. She needs to go get mental help.
Do not waste one more cent of resources on this person. She did this on purpose. She thought this out. Because it was like she left her phone, she left her watch, she took off her wig. Okay, she took off her wig. I'm sorry. I know how much some of these people pay for these wigs.
Yeah.
The fact that she left it behind says a lot about her. This was calculated on her part. And it was not due to any mental illness other than I desire affection.
Well, you usually be the one who says, give people bail with a mental health issue. So I'm glad to hear you say you're not saying it this time.
Give what?
You usually give people bail, say it was a mental health issue. You usually say it is, but today you're saying it's not. I'm glad.
I don't believe.
I'm glad you're not saying that.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that, because the story that she told initially, who does that? Mentally ill people, if they see a child on the side of the road, it's usually a delusion. She just made it up. Whole cloth. She made it up. And then her actions afterwards were just ridiculous. But when it first came out, it was a big, big story, because it seemed like she was abducted from the side of the road. And who was the witness that saw a car pull up next to hers?
I don't remember hearing about that. I didn't hear about that part.
But yeah, they said that somebody, I don't know, that's probably her friend. That's Tracy. But but this sets us back so far. If I went missing tomorrow, Yeah, Mitchie would probably check on me and be like, hello. Hello. If he sent me a message and he didn't get an answer back like within an hour, he would probably be like,
What's going on?
what's going on? So, but it's just tragic all the way around. And no, I do not believe she has mental illness, and I'm not giving her a pass.
Final thoughts, Marcy? Nothing to say about this? Because
I just feel bad for her. I really do. I feel something must have led her to feel like this was her only option. Like, why would you feel like that's your only option? Like, what? Why did you think this was your best option? Like, how could you think that?
Because that's Marcy Diamond. You can find her at Twitter at Marcy Diamond 2. Why is it 2? Because it's her second Twitter. They banned the first one. Also find her TikTok at Marcy Diamond 1. Check out our website, www.pog.life. I am Ras Mixx. You can find me at Ras_Mixx on Twitter, Ras.Mixx on TikTok. I'm back on TikTok, giving it another try. You know, I talked a bunch of mess about it. I'm back on TikTok, so it is what it is. And Kinshok, you find her at Kinshok 29. I know you update the screen. It says Kinshok 19. I will update it. I'm sorry. It'll get fixed. Follow her on Twitter at Kinshok 29. Well, I'm sorry. Follow her on X. It's X. We got to talk about that too. We should follow her on X at Kinshok 29.
We'll have more information about that next week because more shit will roll out.
All right. Any last words before you shut it down for the night? I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you keep sharing, keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing. We love y'all. I want to see y'all next week. Have a good one.